day when I was monitoring her, right?
Right.
I was listening to her heart rate because when she first came, it was about 150. It was like, okay, that's okay.
Okay.
But then sometimes it would go up to 250, right? So remember the last time we were like, her heart rate's really high.
Even Dr. Keith noticed that.
Yeah, really
like it
high.
just went outrageously fast.
Correct. And then we come back down again.
That's weird.
But the problem is if it does that, then we think, yeah, there's some, something wrong with your heart muscle, right? Because when it goes fast, because it's about conduction. It's got to go through the muscle layers. So when it's all wonky, that means the muscle layers either aren't even or something abnormal with it.
Quick question: would that cause her to wheeze like that?
It would cause her to become weak because if your heart rate's too fast and it's not pumping everything, that oxygen well, you're like, right? You're not. So like if your heart rate gets really fast, you're not oxygenating very well. So I gave her some lidocaine to slow it down. Okay, slow down. But I think we're gonna have to give her the other medication called Sotalol, which that's what that is. I'm gonna have Erin give her the first dose right now, because what I need to know is, can I keep her heart rate? Because what's interesting is it's not always high, but it goes back and forth.
Right.
But it shouldn't. You shouldn't ever have a heart rate that high.
That makes sense because I've noticed that. Like, all of a sudden she'll get this weird, and I think it's like lack of oxygen. And she can't breathe, and then her jaw freezes up, and she's like if she's having a stroke or something, and I'm like, what's causing it? What can I do to help it? I don't know what to do.
So I think there's something wrong with her heart muscles, right? And the problem is sometimes it may not be something we can change. We can't change a heart muscle, right? So that's why we have medications to help slow down that abnormal conduction.
I mean, she's been on 4 heart meds.
Right. So this
now
one's
she's down on 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she doesn't have fluid. She was on the fluid one, but she doesn't really have fluid in there, right? That's not the problem. What the problem is the rate of her heart is not normal, right? It's not like boom boom.
And she doesn't have no hyperactivity. She doesn't eat all day.
Yeah.
So. She does eat a little bit of breakfast with her medicine, and then in the middle of the day I'll probably give her a couple snacks, just here, and then dinner time, and then that's it. And I just started giving her breakfast again recently, not even that long ago.
Yeah.
Just to help her digest her medicine, and she has water all the time. I don't know what it is,
Well, it's her heart. Yeah, it's her heart. Yeah.
But what's causing it?
I think her
she has no regular heart, maybe, or a regular heart muscle.
Her muscle is diseased.
Is that curable, fixable? What caused it?
No, not usually. Not usually.
Just gotta write it out.
You just because there's no. I mean, we didn't see anything like there's an infection in the heart, or because you can have that. You can have an infection in the heart. You can have
tumor in the heart.
You can have tumor in the heart. Dr. Keith didn't see that. Right?
I know. Everything came out good. It's so
right. So that's. I mean, those.
Is it me?
No. So,
is it her sleeping arrangements? Is it the air conditioning in the van?
Oh no, I wouldn't say the environment. It's more.
Just her heart.
Her own body, yeah. Like a lot of boxers have this condition where their heart rate.
Oh, I know. I'll never get a boxer.
Right, and
just because I know they always have problems.
They always have problems.
And I want a dog that pit bulls. They have a lot of tumors, but that's about it. And I mean, no dog is perfect. No human is perfect.
Yeah, everyone gets sick.
We all go through something, but
everyone gets sick. Yeah.
I look at her and I see how good she looks and. I give her antibiotic. Not antibiotic. I give her a probiotic for her food and her digestive. I used to give her CBD. I still give her that.
Yeah.
Apple cider vinegar. I quit doing that though because I ran out. But I'm trying to give her the best of everything.
Yeah. So we just have to see at this point if we put her on this. Like I said, Erin's giving her. It's twice a day, morning and night.
Okay.
On a tablet. Give it again tomorrow morning.
Is it okay to give her with their other heart meds?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I talked to Dr. Keith. We've been talking about her back and forth. Yeah. And I said, okay, at this point, our goal we have to regulate her heart rate, right? Because if this is what's causing this, then if we regulate it, then ideally, hopefully, then it wouldn't cause these episodes of weakness. And so what we'll do is, I'm leaving the catheter in because a lot of the meds we give IV, like I gave her some lidocaine, and that definitely slowed her heart. So I'm like, okay, that definitely works. She responds well, but it doesn't last very long. So tomorrow morning, after give her the meds around 7 or 8, whenever you get up to feed her, right? And then I'm gonna have you bring back in so Dr. Keith can check her heart rate. Tomorrow. Okay, check her heart rate, right? Because her catheter is still, if it's still high, then maybe she has to stay and we just keep giving her the lidocaine at a constant slow rate. And then the other thing we have out is we ran an EKG so we can see, okay, it looks abnormal, right? The rhythm and
everything looks normal with her.
It does not look normal.
Oh, it doesn't?
It doesn't. So we're sending it to the, this is the one I can send. She doesn't have to go to the specialist, but I can send to the specialist to have them evaluate. Like, what do you think?
Because last time we were here, doctor said her EKG looked perfect and it was fine.
Although her EKG it was too fast.
Really?
Yeah. So this time we're like, you know what? If she is going to be kind of difficult for us to control, then let's get some expert opinion to look at this. Because we're looking at her, because I sent my picture, I said, this looks kind of like something I'm familiar with, and then not exactly. So that's when we say, let's get the specialist eyes on there and just tell us what they think. What else, are they thinking about? So right now we're going to start on this new med, and she's still eating, because I only did this because I thought she didn't eat this morning.
Oh no, she eats.
Then we don't need this. Yeah,
no,
this is only if she's like nauseous, don't want to eat.
Oh no, she eats.
Okay, then we don't need this.
She eats. She really does. Yeah. Like, I tell you, she eats. She hasn't missed a meal.
Okay.
Yeah, this morning I guess she wasn't feeling well, but then she ended up eating anyway.
Yeah.
So
this we're giving the first dose now. But you start tomorrow morning half a tablet.
What's the name of that one?
Sotalol.
Sotalol?
Yeah, it's to decrease the heart rate. Okay. And then her blood pressure was about normal. It was like 90-ish, right? So blood pressure. Yeah. So the goal now is, we just got to keep an eye on her heart rate, right? Because that's.
What if she has an episode? What do I do?
Well, I mean, that's...
What can I do?
You mean another episode where she becomes...
She can't breathe. She's freezing up. Lockjaw. That's what it seems like.
What did you do before? Just kind of waited it out?
I threw water in her mouth and I put the fan in her face. That's all I could do.
Oh. Yeah, I would probably not do anything to potentially stimulate her, right? Like, I would just... Okay, when she does that, don't try to do anything to her.
I'll just put water in her gums,
And just wait a second.
And then I put the fan in her face. That's it. And try and give her some air,
Yeah. So if she really has a hard time, something really happens. I mean, she's been here all day and we've been watching her. She hasn't done anything except, sleep and get up and go pee, sleep, like that's. But,
and that's what she does with me anyway. I don't exercise her really. When she has to go to the bathroom, she'll let me know, and she does. And
so it's not anything you're doing; it's something her own body, right? That's.
Is it the food I'm giving her?
I don't think so. Yeah, I've never had it. You mean the grain-free food?
No, she's on grains now.
Yeah, she's on grain now. Yeah, so I mean, at this point, so the best thing we can do is start her on this.
I mean, if I have to let her go, I understand. I have to let her go. But I want to fight for her. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do everything possible to keep her here.
Yeah, and she's definitely not.
And if something's fixable, then
Then let's do it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's what.
And she doesn't look like she's dying. She doesn't.
No.
She looks like, "Hi, Daddy, I'm just sick."
Yeah, my heart's not working well. Let's see if she can respond to these medications that we have.
That is so sad. I mean. That's the main organ, the heart. And she loves people. And I joked with Dr. Keith saying, And he's like, she has an enlarged heart. I go, no wonder she loves people.
Yeah, she has a big heart. Yeah,
She does. She literally does. But it's not helping. And
so yeah, so get her home, monitor her, and then tomorrow morning, bring her back around 8:30. We'll be here.
bring her in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She has a catheter in case we need to use it tomorrow. So I don't want to poke her twice, but she already has a catheter.
She's not going to take that off?
Well, she's going to have a little softy collar.
Oh, she has one on her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll take this off.
She doesn't like that.
As long as she keeps eating, we don't need to do this.
Thank you, Dr. Ma.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.